We have been traveling the rich lands of East Africa, far and wide, across the highlands and lowlands of this beautiful region, talking to farmers wherever we go.
We have given them the help and knowledge they need to improve their farming methods,
increase their income, and turn their farms into good business for the future.
Join us and our experts on this journey across East Africa and share the family's experiences as they make these changes.
Karibu to the Shamba Shape-Up Safari.
We have been traveling far and wide.
And now we are going back to where we've been to see if farmers are changing and adapting to new farming methods.
This is another revisit episode of Shamba Shape-Up.
Sorghum is a very important crop for many farmers in Kenya because it is drought tolerant and has good market. We have taught many farmers how to grow and take care of their sorghum this year. So, we took some of them to East Africa maltings to learn more.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning. At the maltings, the operation manager explained to us what happens to sorghum after they buy it from the farmers. First, when the trucks comes in, it is weighed. Then samples are taken to be tested in the lab. Let's go find out what happens in the lab.
When we get the sample to the lab, first of all, we require to get moisture, we require to get the protein content or nitrogen, and then we also require to get the extract. We put our sample. So here we have a protein content of 12.9 and a moisture content of 10.9. So the moisture is okay, it's within limit, the protein content is within limit.
After the moisture and protein is measured, sorghum samples are checked for dust and rubbish. Then they are checked for stones and any insect damages. This makes sure the sorghum is good enough for the maltings to sell to the breweries.
If the grain is not dry enough, has insects and pests, or dust, or rubbish, the cost of rejected material is passed on to the farmer. This means you get less money. So, make sure your grain is dry and clean.
So John, after here, what next?
The next now is off-roading. The quality aspects of the sorghum has been confirmed. The sorghum is good for brewing, so we'll walk to the off-roading bay.
If the samples are approved by the lab, the truck offloads the grain into the silos. Each bag is poured into the shaft and a sample taken for every bag offloaded.
The 10% sample, the one that I took at that area, it was just a guide for me to tell me how the thing is. You can see how the bags are stacked inside that. Yes. So you cannot be able to reach all the bags. Yes. So I have to get from all the bags and get the sample. So that's very important for me. That is the most important thing. Once I've offloaded the sorghum, I will allocate it a silo into which I'm going to store. I'll clean in case it has rubbish and then store it. If it is not dry, I will arrange for that sorghum to be dried. Yes. And that will be at the cost of the farmer.
The grain handling process is computerized. This makes it very efficient because in case of any problems, the manager can easily check any of the silos. Each silo can hold 100 tons of grain, and there are 24 silos. To maintain good quality of sorghum, it's better to store the grain in a silo than on the shamba. So, try to sell your sorghum to an agent as soon as possible to get the best price. The breweries buy the sorghum from the maltings, who send it there by truck. We followed the truck to the breweries to see what happens there.
Farmers, we have now come to the next stage of our tour. We are now in the brewery. In the brewery, I'll hand you over to Miner.
Behind us, you can see there are storage silos where we segregate grains depending on the type. We have barley, we have sorghum, and we have malt. Why we went to sorghum? It's an initiative that we began about 5 years ago And why we went that is because the barley that we were so used to, the yield started declining because of the unreliability of the rainfall in Kenya. Between EABL, CARI, and the government of Kenya, we looked for a crop that could do well in the what we call rain-stressed areas, the areas of Ukambani and other areas that do not have much rainfall. The choicest crop that people went for became sorghum.
The breweries use white sorghum because it has more sugar than red sorghum. Breweries need grain with good sugar content to make beer. The truck offloads the sorghum into the hoppers at the brewery. It is then mixed with other ingredients in the brew house, and the brewing process starts. It takes about 21 days to create beer from the sorghum mix.
If you look at the trends in Kenya, everybody wants to eat ugali, and therefore ugali is so famous. Even people who stay in Ukambani, they still want to grow maize, which is not doing well. So if you can give them something that has a ready market, which they can grow, sell to a big company like EABL, and get the money to buy maize, which is growing well in Kitale, then you have offered that family a livelihood. So sorghum doesn't have many use apart from people who again use it for animal feed, but not in large quantity as such. So it became the crop of choice.
So, if you want to grow sorghum, you have a very good market. Remember that clean and dry grain is very important. The cleaner it is, the more money you can make. A few months ago, we visited Lydia in Tiva, Kitui County for a shape-up. Let's see how it went.
Lydia has 6 Kenbro chickens, which she's crossing with her 15 local chickens and a few good roosters. But her flock has no house of its own. They live with her in her kitchen and they eat all her food.
Wow.
I introduced Lydia to a Kenchik expert to see what could be done to shape up her flock.
We are in Kitui in semi-arid area. We advise our farmers here to keep the Kenbro breed because they are very good quality. They can survive in semi-arid areas because they are more hardy. They have high immunity.
Lydia needs a new clean chicken house with good ventilation and enough space. At least 1 square foot per chicken. You'll need 1 feeder and 1 drinker for every 50 chicks. Fresh, clean food and water should be given daily. For the first 3 weeks, a brooder jiko should be placed in the middle of the house to keep the chicks warm. 1 jiko is enough for 300 chicks. We promised to bring Lydia 100 Kenbro chicks. So, Caris and our team must get to work on a new chicken house for Lydia. Meanwhile, I wanted to make sure Lydia knew how and what to feed her new chicks when they arrived. So I introduced her to an expert from Unga.
The most important thing to give good quality feeds, then you are guaranteed high productivity. We are going to start from a feed we call the chick and duckling mash. Then after the 8 weeks, she will move to a feed we call Fugo Growers Mash. She will feed for the next 10 weeks. We move to the layers complete meal from Unga Farm Care.
Each layer will eat 4 handfuls of layer complete meal each day. You can supplement this with local feed from the Shamba. If you do this, give them 2 handfuls of local feed and 2 handfuls of layer complete meal every day. Let's see how she's doing. Lydia, how are you?
I'm fine, Tony.
How have you been?
I'm all right.
Hey, yeah.
Good to see you again.
You are welcome.
I can see you're very busy.
Yes, I'm preparing this disinfectant
For the chicken
for
house.
the chicken house. Yeah.
Where are the chickens?
The ones you brought, I have just sold them, but I have ordered 200 chicks.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you sold all of them?
No, they are remaining only 8. I'm waiting for more. 200 chicks.
You look very happy.
Yeah, I'm very happy. The work is good. You have done me very good thing.
Lydia, how did you manage to get your chickens to be so healthy and so big that you even managed to sell them?
As they came, I gave them the starter, then the grower mash, As they growed,
yes,
I gave them the finisher from Munga.
So they were a good weight.
Yes, they are in good weight. Everyone wanted them to buy.
Right.
You followed the technical advice
Yeah,
you
I
got from
followed.
Shamba Shape-Up.
Yes.
Aha.
Yeah.
So how does the future look then?
The future is very good because when I sold them, the amount which remained, I paid the school fees, and the remaining I have bought the unga, and I bought the chicks.
So
Yes, I told you.
Do you plan to continue on with chicken farming?
Yes, I'm continuing. Even this house is very small. I want to build another one there. Business is very good. Yeah, with the cane brew.
So you want to specialize on cane brew?
Cane brew.
Great.
Yeah.
So who's buying the chickens from you?
The farmers. My neighbors are buying them. Even they are waiting. They ask about the housing. They have not seen this house. They come here, they like it. Even they have small notebook to write.
They are learning from you.
They are learning from me.
You're becoming an expert.
Yes.
Are you happy with that job?
I'm very happy.
So apart from being a farmer now, you're a technical advisor.
Technical advisor.
I hope you're giving them the right direction.
Yes, I'm giving them the right direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Lydia. Well done.
Yes.
Naomi, it's very good to see that even some of our farmers are turning into experts. Very encouraging.
That is true.
I'm very proud of them.
That's true.
Have you yourself turned into an expert?
Yeah, a super expert.
In what exactly?
In dealing with Tony. See you after the break.
Welcome back to Shamba Shape-Up, where we are seeing farmers turn into experts.
And in turn, turning other farmers into experts, including Tony here.
Yes, and we are hoping also to turn Naomi into an expert.
Tony, I'm an expert.
Most likely, I'm a good expert, but we hope to turn Naomi to an expert.
We all know he's not an expert. He's not an expert.
We are still with Lydia in Kitui County, checking out our progress since the Shape-Up. I couldn't stop thinking about Lydia's dark kitchen, where the chickens had been living. I have the perfect solution for her. Lydia, what are you preparing?
I'm preparing supper. Yes.
A moment earlier, I walked around your kitchen and I saw it's quite dark.
Yes.
And that's
it's
during
quite,
the day.
Yeah.
How is it at night?
It is very dark.
How do you manage to cook?
I use koroboy. It has smoke. A lot of smoke.
Does it affect your eyes?
Yeah, it affects my eyes, even my nose.
I've got a lamp here.
Yeah.
It's called a D-light.
A D-light.
D-light.
Yeah.
Right? This lamp uses solar power.
Solar.
There's no more kerosene.
Thank you. Yeah.
So you use this panel to attach it to the lamp here.
Yes.
And it starts charging.
Yes.
You can also use it to charge your phone.
My phone?
Yes.
Yes.
So we have this gadget here.
Yes.
Which you attach to your lamp.
There.
Right there.
Yes.
And as you can see,
there are many.
There are different varieties of chargers suitable to your phone.
5 of them.
5 of them. I'm sure your phone cannot miss one.
It can't.
Good. So that's your lamp.
Yes.
Now you'll be able to use it inside there.
Inside? At night?
Yes, and I'll come to check because I want to see whether the food is going to taste different.
You are welcome.
No.
You are welcome.
All right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Enjoy your lamp.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Tell us, how has life been with the D-light?
In fact, the life has changed a lot. Yes, this one is very much useful. The kitchen is very bright. I see everywhere.
You're able to see what you're cooking?
Yes, I'm able to see what I'm cooking.
So what are the other uses you have with D-light?
I use the D-light to check my cows, to give my chicks food.
Right. And your eyes?
My eyes nowadays, even you can see.
They're bright.
They're bright, they're shining.
They are shining.
And it is very bright, isn't it?
Yeah, it is very bright. When I come outside at night, just spot everything.
Keep it up. Keep it up. We had also helped out Lydia's cows with some expert advice.
Lydia has 5 goats, 1 cow in calf and 1 lactating cow that hasn't come on heat in nearly a year. I knew she could be doing better, so I introduced her to an expert from Cooper's who could tell her how to improve. It's been 1 year since her cow came on heat. I asked the expert from Coopers what Lydia might have done wrong.
Cow coming on heat depends on many things. Mainly is feeding. You need to give your cow good quality feeds at the right quantities.
It is important to give your animals supplements.
In Coopers, we have a range of supplements for your animals, and you guarantee on quality. The Heifer is supposed to give an Maclic Plus. Maclic Plus will enable your Heifer, that's in-calf, for the pregnancy to grow very well and the Heifer to calve safely and calve healthy calf.
For the in-calf heifer, she should give 150 grams or 2 handfuls of Maclic Plus per day.
And for this other cow that's lactating, you need to give it Maclic Super. Maclic Super has enough minerals that will enable your cow to produce a lot of milk as well as come on heat and be served within 3 months after calving.
For a lactating cow, you should give 20 grams or 1 tablespoon of Maclic Super each day. Our expert identified a big problem. Lydia's cows have ticks and worms.
Lydia, how do you spray your animals?
Me, I use only a piece of cotton, then I rub it like that.
How frequent?
Sometimes I stayed for 2 weeks.
Yes, maybe that's the problem.
Ticks spread dangerous diseases in animals. The most deadly tick-borne disease in cows is East Coast fever.
You need to be spraying your cows every week using Grenade. Grenade is a product from Coopers that's able to control ticks, flies, lice, and fleas.
When spraying your animals, start at the back end and work forward until the whole animal is wet, including the udder, belly, ears, and face. After we sprayed Lydia's animals, we had a look at the cowshed. A good cowshed has a good floor, 3 troughs, clean water, and a roof to protect the cows. So Nelson, you looked at the feed, and the cowshed. What was your opinion of that?
You are feeding your cows maize stovers, and you're putting the maize stovers on the floor where there is cow dung and the feed's getting dirty. The animal won't be able to eat the feeds the right quantity because of the smell from the cow dung. The structure doesn't have feeding trough.
So Caris got to work to improve Lydia's cowshed. Now we are back to look at Lydia's cows, and they look a bit different.
My dear Lydia,
Yes.
where did you take the cows we left?
They are the ones here.
No, these are
No.
new.
They can't be the ones.
They have
no.
changed.
Are they? No. No.
Yeah, they are healthy now.
These are the
Like
cows
other
we
time.
left.
Yes.
Unbelievable. They look so
It's
healthy.
amazing.
They are healthy,
Yes.
clean.
Yes, and clean.
Yes.
What did you do?
Yes, as I was educated by the experts, I gave them napier grass, Maclic Super, and the Maclic Plus.
Really?
And enough water.
You're even proud to show them.
Yes,
So how is the health right now?
they have changed. Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember last time they were even brown in
They
color.
are brown, even they were dirty.
Yes.
But now, as you can see, they are very clean.
No, they're very beautiful.
Even
And
I'm
there's
very
the-
proud of them.
Yes.
They were not on heat, but now they are on heat. I gave them bulls.
So they are both in calf.
They are both in calf now.
Congratulations, that's really
Yeah,
nice.
thank you. You are welcome.
Are you spraying them?
Yes, even I bought the sprayer.
You bought a sprayer?
Yeah.
So what about milk? What about milk? How much are they producing now?
Now they are producing enough milk. Now I'm getting 5 liters. The other day I was getting 2 liters.
Aha.
Yeah.
That is good. That is good.
And I'm planning to add more, so
More
that I can supply this area with milk.
You be the main supplier of
milk,
in
even in
Tiva.
this school.
In the whole
Oh, there's a
Tiva.
school
There's a school nearby.
Yes. Uh-huh.
That's good. It was great to see how well Lydia was doing, but we can't spend all day staring at our cows. A few years back, we visited George on his Shamba in Deya. There are so many challenges facing farmers these days, and one of them is climate change, with unpredictable rainfall, making the farmers get very low harvest. One way to adapt to this is using certified seeds. Let's find out how one farmer has adapted to these changes. George was telling us he was particularly anxious about his maize crop. So having tested his soil and advised on fertilizer, we invited Dr. Jane Ininda, Crop Improvement Officer from Agra, to show him some new development in maize growing.
George,
No.
what seed do you use to plant on your farm?
I use 6 LS, that is 628, 614, 626, those varieties.
Well, that is good, but as you know, the weather has changed drastically in the last several years, and there has been a lot of frequent droughts coming, and you can see that we have this maize variety. It is good because it will mature in a shorter time, so that even if your rains fail, like because of drought or because of any other weather change, you'll be assured of a crop. Maize is not always planted alone, so I also brought beans.
Very good.
These beans are very good also because beans make what we call nitrogen, which is like fertilizer, which fertilizes the maize as it grows. So you plant your maize, you plant your beans in between, and both crops will grow up very healthy.
What's the difference between this seed and what he was using before?
The one that he is using takes 6 to 7 months to mature. Like Lucy needs food, she cannot get the food early. She will have to wait for 7 months, but now she can get the food in 5 months.
We went back to visit George and find out how he was doing with his maize.
Hey, now I'm Tony. Hello, how are you? We find it.
George, this looks amazing. You've worked very, very hard.
Is it?
Yes.
Thank you, Tony.
It looks good. I mean, how have you been, by the way?
Well, not bad. I've been doing well.
George told us how well his crops were doing after getting expert advice.
You see, I've just harvested my crop.
You harvested.
Yeah.
I can see that, but I'm not sure how many bags you got.
Well, I was able to harvest 25 bags.
25 bags?
In this acre of mine.
That's 25 bags in 1 acre.
Yeah.
How did you manage to get such a bumper harvest?
Well, one is by planting certified seed.
Certified seeds?
Yeah. And putting in the required inputs, that's a fertilizer, and disease controls.
Before the shape-up, George used to harvest 10 bags of maize from an acre on his Shamba. By using fertilizer and certified seed, George is now getting 25 bags of maize per acre, more than double what he used to get, and managed to also plant early maturing 5 series and get something to harvest in spite of the long drought. He did very well with his 6 series crop this year because he made sure to plant very early. George, how did you know which certified seeds to use?
Tony, by use of my phone. I have an expert on my phone. Just SMS, the seed companies, and I get the right variety.
Wow. Jane had taught George and Lucy how to use their mobile phones to get advice. To find out what maize variety you need to plant in your Shamba, just send a text message to Kefis, write maize, then put a hash sign, followed by the name of your division. Say Ndeya, and send the text message to 20354. You will soon receive a text message with the correct varieties to plant. There you've had it. At the end of your phone line, there is an expert. Make use of it. Thank you so much, George.
Welcome, Tony.
It's very exciting to see farmers doing so well, using the simple advice from our experts.
You've seen how well our farmers are doing and adapting to new technologies.
And I hope that you too are changing and adapting just like our farmers are doing. And I hope you keep watching Shamba Shape Up. Shamba Shape Up is online. To learn more about today's topics or to watch any of our previous episodes, visit shambashapeup.com, select the episode and click play. You could also visit our Facebook page, Shamba Shape Up, to get more information, get involved in discussions, and also get a chance to enter some of our great competition to win great prizes. You can also find us on Twitter @Shamba Shape Up.
you.